The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ。
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha! It's the way of life!
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bracket gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him. The fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did
can
I
I
focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so then
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your phones? Did your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm tired of you! Drops, retard. Robocock. Fight back! Fight back! Mamma mia.
Hey, punk, you got another one to do if you still want that ad money, so let's go!
I am the foot god, Kaida.
Welcome home!
Shout out to all of you. Welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right. We are live, boys. We are live. We are live. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do any of that, you got to bring it in close, man. Bring it in close. Come on. We got past Monday. Monday is the worst day of the week. Nobody likes Mondays. Let's be real. But we got past Monday, and now it's Tuesday. And even though nobody likes Tuesday, we still get to hug each other anyway and welcome each other in and listen very, very closely. It is November. So just like in October when I told you do not touch the fucking pumpkin, in November, we leave the turkey alone.
Do not touch the fucking turkey!
That shit is so scary. It's not even funny. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Like it. Like it. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else right now, you do more than touch the turkey, if you know what I mean. So like three. Don't do that. Don't do that. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking, man? What are we checking today? Guys, we got a lot of news to go over today. We got a lot of news. We got some video games we gotta look over. We also got to look at some interesting news regarding Nintendo and the U.S. Patent Office. We just literally talked about Nintendo and how they got rejected in Japan with their patents. Well, apparently it looks like the U.S. Patent Office is reopening an investigation. It's very interesting. So we're going to talk about that. But what else, man? What else we got? Playing Yakuza. Very nice, Faye. Very nice. New York is cooked. R.I.P. R.I.P. The world is burning. Check. There you go. Election day blues. Check. Sadness. Sadness. Trump destroying Pokemon patent. Check. There you go. Got a master grade Zagak. Let's fucking go. Check. Very nice. Xbox existence check. There you go. We're 4 days into Xmas season. There you go. It's not Christmas, by the way. It's not Christmas. I don't care what anyone says. The wrong way of using healing magic check. Oh, no. What'd you do? What'd you do? Planes falling out of the sky here check. What the fuck? Why? That's weird. Starting Dune MMORPG tomorrow check. Very nice. Congratulations. Let me know how it is. Don't touch the gravy check. There you go. There you go. Morning after hypnotic voice check. Well, there you go. Solid hypnotic check. There you go. Don't touch the stuffing either. I agree. I agree. Witcher playthrough check. Absolutely. All right, guys, listen, our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Like it. Like it. Let's do the Big and Army roll call. Let's see who is in this chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku journalists, Black Samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point but no longer do, and people that swear that they're not insane and yet literally do everything possible to remind us that they are. Every day. Every day. We got Faye. We got Gunnar Damas. UPS plane here in Louisville fell on houses. What? That's crazy. I didn't hear about that. I've been totally disconnected from Twitter today. Well, I'm usually disconnected, period, but that's besides the point. Really? Holy shit, I gotta look that up after this. Damn, man. Hope people, chances are people didn't survive, but still, you always hope they do. That's crazy, man. Very sad. We got Adair Soto. We got Ghost Love. We got Mystic Vegeta. We got Dilly. We got Matthew Watson. We got Ashton Tyler. We got Mr. Melancholy. The Voice of the Water. D Draconic over on Rumble. Monkey Man 04. Ali Kusanagi. Peaches and Cream. We got Beautiful Zexel. Frenchie 07. Magdi 32. Felsteph. We got Commander Sonok. Radio Chimp. 17 Crash. Adam Rabeal. Ron DFK. 2K GameCuber. We got Old Man Cad. We got Limitless Andre. Torinol over on Rumble. Jay Sims. Crash Collins over on Rumble. QC 2709. We got Melody Johnson. Poacher Liver. We got Romanizer 24, Marius, Dark T Knave, Dark T Knave, something like that. We got Shinphil. We got Codex Pop. We got Oliver Adam, Jason Alator, Kiata Coley. We got Adam Juman on Rumble. Dikachu. What's up, Dikachu? We got Odin Dark. What's up, Odin Dark? How you doing, man? Hypnotic Rapture. Low KC 420 over on Rumble. Yamato 85. Tanya Raven. How you doing, Tanya? We got, let me scroll down. Mystic Vegeta. Creepier 07. Deku Leader. Connor Girardi. Sonia Lisette. What's up, Sonia? How you doing? We got Inferno Hell Knight. Democulus on Rumble. Alucard. King Demon Wing. Fingering the turkey. Come on, bro. Come on, King Demon Wing. What are we doing? All right, 4 more people. 4 more people. And then we got to get on with the show. 4 more people. Let's go, boys. Let's go. We got, let me scroll down. Jay Sims. Shout out to Jay Sims. Review Big Cheese 200. We got Scrap Gamer 22. Disaster Peach. We got Carl Singh. Michael Ferguson. Roll Some Joint. Betagon. G Tropic Sun. Hello from Asia. Holy crap. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Etherix. And last but not least, we got Dragatello. We got Pizza Cat Lead. Skrull is still nuts. Speedy Cake the Legend. Aloof Liberty. And Ashton Tyler. Adam Etheridge. And Blue Octopussy. All right, guys, listen. I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow bigot army member. And let's see who is going to get the massive final money shot today, boys. Who is going to get it? Who is going to get it? Come on, man. Like the stream. Who is going to get it? Let's find out. We're starting with Mr. Melancholy. He says, booty hole protected. No monkey business. No lotion. No heart and soul. By 8, you touch the turkey. Prepare to get pounded by Brawly and Baby Vegeta. Now clean yourself up. Why Baby Vegeta, bro? Oh, my God. Why Baby Vegeta? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lionheart says, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells rock. Put down the sock. You've been caught. To go down by 4. All moves reduced to 1 due to shame. But hey, it's Christmas season, so celebrate. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 17 Crash. Booty hole protected by emojis with entry denied. My basic shield says, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you. To go down by 4, but because it was reduced by 1 by Lionheart, we're just going to go down by 1. Creepier. Ultimate combo breaker. Get that shit out of here. We're going to go down by 2. 1, 2. Again, Lionheart with the jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells rock. To go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On himself. That's insane. 1, 2, 3, 4. 17 Crash again. By 4. But we can only go down by 1.
Holy shit.
Oh, Codex Pop. Like, why would you choose to laugh during this segment? Why would you choose to laugh during this segment? Seriously, Codex Pop. I'm starting to think. He's like, yes. Oh my God. I'm starting to think that there's going to be a ban coming your way. Shout out to Codex Pop. You are the recipients of the money shot today.
What the?
Like the stream, boys. Look at this. He says, hell yeah. Do you think he's excited? Clearly he's excited. All right, boys, listen. We got a lot we got to talk about today. All right, some of the main topics we're going to be going over today is going to be mainly about Steam and this conversation about game developers having this thought in their mind that Steam is essentially a monopoly. It is estimated over 75% of developers view Steam as a monopoly, which is why the poll in the chat today is whether or not you believe Steam to be a monopoly. We're going to be discussing all of that, what it means to actually be a monopoly, and whether or not Steam is actually a monopoly by the definition of the word. And even if it's not, why do they view it as such? It's an interesting conversation. We're going to talk about it. We are also going to talk, if we have some time, obviously, we're going to talk about how consumers apparently, according to another report, we got all kinds of like statistics to talk about today. Consumers apparently spend twice as much on video game remakes than they do remasters, according to recent research. And it's something that caught my attention that I wanted to talk about. Because obviously, we have discussed a lot of remakes recently. And it's an interesting conversation that I think we should all talk about. So we're gonna talk about it. We are also gonna go over some funny videos. Obviously, I have an interesting Arc Raiders video that I want to showcase to you. Also, we're gonna talk about some Outer Worlds because it's interesting. The Outer Worlds 2 director has stated that in a true RPG, you need to think about what is happening, and that RPGs have been coddling us, which I agree with. Unironically, I agree with somebody who is at Outer Worlds 2, which I have no problem saying if they are correct, and I feel like they are correct. I think we do get coddled way too much in modern video games. So we're going to talk about that. And what else? We got some Nintendo news, obviously. We're going to talk about Nintendo. That's the other main topic of the evening, where Nintendo is getting their patent that was passed in the U.S. Patent Office is now being reevaluated after the patent was rejected in Japan. And everybody was questioning why the hell did they were able to get this patent passed in the US when it was so vague and so ridiculous, and yet it didn't pass in Japan. So we're going to talk about that. On top of a bunch of other fast topics, we got a lot of video games to look at. We got a brand new Warhammer video game. Dude, you guys know, man, Warhammer video games, I'm all there. I am all there. I cannot wait to check it out. On top of some other things too. So, and we also got an update, by the way, from the developer that we covered, who is getting his horror game censored on Steam because they didn't like the picture he was using. We got an update from him as well. So let's get into the content, ladies and gentlemen. Before we do that, we're going to do the #1 segment on YouTube, the #1 segment on Rumble, the #1 segment all around the galaxy. While you like this stream, this segment is none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves the pre-stream legends as we try our best. If we get lucky today, ironically, we're almost already at tier 1 because of 2 absolute fucking legends. But we are trying our best to get to how many tier 1s is this? 489 tier 1s in a row and 178 tier 2s in a row. So let's do our best if we get the rest, ladies and gentlemen. We got Old Man Cad starting us off, bro. Every stream has been Old Man Cad starting us off with an insane membership mega banger. And this is no different. Shout out to Old Man Cad for the 10 membership mega banger.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Old Man Cad. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. What a fucking legend. And on top of that, you guys already know. The first membership mega banger of the stream. You already know what that means.
今と熱だと歌をしてみよう私はこんなんじゃないはず
Shout out to Old Man Cat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We need a Kiryu emoji. You actually are onto something. We do need a Kiryu emoji. And then followed up by the 10 membership mega banger. The legend himself, King Demon Wing, decided to drop a 20 fucking membership hyperbank.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to King Demon Wing. What an absolute legend. 20 membership hyperbanger. That's 30 memberships at the beginning of the stream. Fantastic, man. Unbelievable. What a membership train. Mr. Melancholy with a 149 super sticker. Thank you, Mr. Melancholy. I appreciate that, man. And then we got Ali Kusanagi gifting 1 membership. Thank you, Ali Kusanagi. Appreciate it, man. Odin Dark with a 2 is fingering the... Come on, bro. Why are we fingering the turkey?
Do not touch the fucking turkey!
What are we doing? What are we doing? Thank you, Odin Dark, for the 2. I appreciate that, man. We got Adair Soto for 17 months of legendary status. 17 months, not bad. And only that dispatch sold 1 million copies in 10 days. That's another game. Indie game wins again. Yeah, I saw that. About Dispatch selling over 1 million copies. And I'm actually kind of curious about that, considering that isn't that like one of those like narrative driven games, like what the fuck you call, like The Wolf Among Us or whatever it's called. So 1 million copies for that is amazing. In that amount of time, it's amazing. Tanya Raven with a 2 says, can I get prayers for my brother in the hospital? Oh, for fuck, sure. Of course you can. Of course you can. Everybody throw some prayer emojis in the chat for Tanya Raven. Very sad to hear her brother's in the hospital. Not good, but hopefully things get better. Hopefully he heals up. Very sad. Shout out to Tanya. Thank you so much for letting us know. And we hope to hear some good news soon. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate you. The dirty, dirty turkey. Oh, my God, bro. The dirty, dirty turkey. With a 2 says, I'm being touched. Stop touching the fucking turkey. Stop it.
Do not touch the fucking turkey!
Do you not see the turkey in the back crying? Do you not see the turkey crying? Come on. Stop touching the turkey. Odin Dark with a 5. Speaking of remastered games, I got Final Fantasy Pixel Remastered a month ago. Currently playing the best Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy 6, and haven't regretted. Yeah, Final Fantasy 6 probably has one of the best stories by far out of all the Final Fantasies. My favorite personally is Final Fantasy 9. I've always said this. I know everybody's like all hardcore about Final Fantasy 7, but I've always been a Final Fantasy 9 person. Personally, with my least favorite probably being Final Fantasy 8, which I know that like that upsets some people. They're like, "What? What do you mean you don't like Final Fantasy 8?" I was like, I didn't say I didn't like it. I'm just saying it's my least favorite, you know? But Final Fantasy 9, for me, is like quintessential Final Fantasy in an actual fantasy setting with all the classic job classes, with all, you know, like every character matters, a nice party system. What does it have? Like 8, 9 characters in it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Lex says Hypno loves a Necron reveal at the okay, so no I don't. That's slander. No, I do not. Number 1. And number 2, it still doesn't take away from the amazing game that it was. Listen, man, nothing aside from, and I'll give the game this. Aside from Final Fantasy VII's final battle against Sephiroth in his angel form, okay? Where the music hits and he summons Supernova and you watch like a 4-minute fucking cutscene, you know what I'm saying? Just for one attack. In terms of epicness, right? There is nothing that touches the final battle and the culmination with Kuja and seeing him transform into like a Super Saiyan 4 Kuja, and then the fucking badass music that plays, and how after you defeat him, he decides to summon Ultima and take everybody with him. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Amazing. Nothing beats it, man. Shout out to you. Thank you so much again. Spoilers, bro. What are you talking about? Spoilers. It's like decades old, bro. Spoilers. Stop it. Stop it. What if Sephiroth touched a turkey? All right. All right. I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Where are we at? We got Adam Reveal with a $50 mega. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. But for some reason, the turkey is what? Twerking on, like, are you twerking on the turkey? If that's an ass emoji. Like, what are you doing? What's going on here in this super chat? What is going? I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. I don't think I ever understand Adam Reveal. I don't think I will. I'm sorry. Shout out to Adam Reveal. Thank you so much for the $50 mega banger. You absolute legend. And then we got 16-bit dude with a 5 membership.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to 16-bit dude. Thank you so much, brother, for the 5 membership banger. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we got a couple of more. Tanya Raven with a 2 is fingering the fuck. Oh, my God. Why are we fingering the turkey? Why?
Do not touch the fucking turkey!
I don't get it. I don't understand. Beautiful Zexel with a 2. Leave the turkey, repent. Thank you. Somebody who's normal. Somebody who's normal. Shout out. And last but not least on YouTube, Frost Puma with a 50. Says, finally got this to work again. Hi, Hypno and the Army. Shout out to Frost Puma. Thank you so much for the 50. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad it's working again. I'm glad it's working. On Rumble, we got Adam Juma with $1. Says, prayers for the families of the UPS plane explosion. Yeah, that's crazy shit, man. I got to look into that. I didn't even know that happened. Toradol with $1. Grokpedia has some interesting discrepancies when compared to Wikipedia. Gamergate, Yasuke, etc. It's pretty interesting when you look at it. Again, the victory to the victors go the spoils of being able to tell history and tell it in whatever way you want. Audio Pollution with a $4.99. $4.99, not touching the turkey at least. Thank you for being normal, Audio Pollution. Thank you. I appreciate that. No touching the turkey. Don't ever forget that. Hypno is a turkey? That's insane. Don't touch me then, if that's the case. All right, guys. We're fully caught up. We're fully caught up. Like I said, guys, we are trying our best to get to 489 tier 1s in a row and 178 tier 2s in a row. We are very close to tier 1 already. So thank you guys so much. Insane pre-stream support. Thank you. All right, let's go with some funny videos and let's go with some games, and then we're gonna get into the content. Okay, so first things first, funny video. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna say anything. Just here. Just here. The title of this video. The title of this video is this will be my last Resident Evil video game. It's so hilarious, bro. I think we've all been there. Literally all of us have been there when we've played this game where Mr. X just like randomly fucking shows up out of nowhere and we're like, bro, what are we doing? This is terrible luck, bro. He's literally waiting for you. He's waiting for you at the top of the fucking steps. Like we've all been there, bro. We've all been there. So I felt his pain. I definitely felt his pain. And I just thought it was fucking hilarious. And I wanted to share that with you. The genuine fear is so good. It's so good. Shout out. Shout out. It's a funny video. Next video. Hold on. So thank God this hasn't happened to me yet. Thank God this has not happened to me yet with Arc Raiders. But there is a lot of nonsense that happens in Arc Raiders, okay? A lot of nonsense. I was playing Arc Raiders with Kata and Atreus last night. We were having a great time. If you guys missed it, definitely go check it out on Hypnotic Gaming Live. It's fucking hilarious. I think we successfully extracted twice and then we died like 2 or 3 times. I don't remember exactly. But this shit is funny. This is so funny. So there is an enemy in the game called the Leaper. I don't think I've come across the Leaper yet. I think we've avoided it. But needless to say, the Leaper is impressing people all over social media. And I'll show you why. Check this out.
Now, where do I fight you from?
He thought he could snipe the Leaper from the high ground and be able to kill it before he could do anything. Which, to be fair, I would think the same thing. I would think the same thing.
No way, you make it up here. Are you?
Holy shit.
Are you shitting me? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. I just shit myself. I just shit myself. I'm lightheaded. I just shit my pants.
Bro, this shit, like, I don't think you guys understand how fucking scary this is when you're playing Arc Raiders, and I didn't even know it could do that. I don't think anybody ever knew that it could do that, bro. This shit is fucking insane. This Leaper was like, nope, you about to find out today, bitch. Fucking camper. Bro, that's crazy. I had no, I legit had no idea that this was even possible. No idea this was possible. So shout out. This is fucking hilarious. And the game is a lot of fun. Highly, highly recommend this game. Highly recommend. It's so good. Had a great time. I'm so tired of this shit. I really am. I really am. Can you provide like any time that I actually said that? Can you provide like any time whatsoever that I actually said that? Or are you just like are you just saying things to say it? Like, I don't get it. Like, when did that happen? Oh my god. Anyway. All the time, bro. They're in here all the time. I don't get it. All right, let's move on to the next. Let me see what else I got. We got an update, by the way. We got an update on the video game Aftermath Red Pine Lake. So if you guys missed the last conversation, this game was getting denied publishing on Steam because of their choice of banner art or something like that. So they had a picture. I don't know if it's in this. It's probably not in this thread. I would have to look at another thread. But they have a picture. There you go, right here. So this picture was getting denied on Steam for just being a little bit too big booty, apparently. And this developer has been sharing screenshots of the messages that he's getting with Steam. And people are saying, take it with a grain of salt. And I agree to an extent, right? Because we don't know for 100% if this is truthful or not, but I'm starting to think that it is. Right. So there's an update, and he said, by the way, this developer reached out to me and thanked me for covering it in the video. So shout out to him. No worries. But again, it says update. We asked Steam for a different agent. Said we wanted the matter investigated for unfair treatment or a full refund. Steam has given us a new agent to work with. The tone is very different, and I think they are aware of the noise this situation's caused. One thing I will say is that when I saw the messages from that Steam person, I immediately said that it sounded really personal. It sounded like somebody who was like, I don't know why, but it sounded like somebody who was like personally mad about the picture, right? Because they started saying things like, "Oh well, just looking at a woman's behind is inherently sexual, thus we cannot put that on our platform. And I have never heard that rule ever on Steam, right? Like Steam is a platform where you have all kinds of games on right now. And obviously there's been a lot of censorship that's been happening, unfortunately, on Steam, especially with payment processors and whatnot. But Steam themselves seem to be doing it, right? Also, so I don't want to take the blame away from Steam. They've also been doing it as well. It just seemed like it was extremely personal. I mean, it looked like the guy got so angry, you know? So anyway, let's continue. Steam has given us a new agent to work with. The tone is very different, and I think they're aware of the noise the situation caused. We have asked very specific questions into our situation and want clarity on the rules. As going forward, we have concerns about Steam's future. We respect that they have listened to our requests, and we are willing to try and resolve the situation. We won't post anything from the support until we have some confirmation on what is actually going on and clear answers. Thank you to everyone who has supported us and brought a light to this, but please hold fire. As mentioned previously, we are not trying to get other mature pages censored. We just want ours approved and not censored. Well, again, this is probably going to have a little bit of a ripple effect, you know? Doesn't Bayonetta have her back on the box art? Yeah, but again, that's not Steam, right? So I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you, lately with Steam. It's very, very strange. I'm not exactly sure what is going on. All I know is that they said that the picture here that you're seeing is an inherently sexual picture, simply because it has, a girl in a one-piece bikini. So that's the problem. That's the problem. So again, I don't know what the problem with this is. I have no idea. But Steam has decided to make this the thing. And even if it is a rogue agent, Steam needs to come out and say that. But part of me feels like it's not. Part of me feels like it's somebody who is following whatever internal guidelines they may have with content like this. So I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. But, male gaze is bad. That's basically it. Male gaze is bad. Constant, I can't say this name. Constellation. I've been watching Hypnotic and Smash for a while now. I asked a legitimate question. I meant no offense. I just thought I heard people say that Arc Raiders was woke maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, but you didn't say that, though. That's the problem. Again, I'm not dogpiling you. I'm just highlighting a comment because it's something I get all the time, and it's very annoying. It's not necessarily just you. It happens literally all the time, right? So people will come in here. They'll be either disingenuous purposefully, or in this case, it seems like you're saying it's not purposeful. But that's not what you said. What you said was, didn't you guys call it woke? You didn't say I heard other people say that Arc Raiders was woke. You said, didn't you guys say it was woke? Thus implying that me or whoever else you want to associate with me, when I never said that. Legitimately never once said that. So that's the reason why I specifically highlighted that comment, because then my initial thing is going to be, well, okay, so where did I say that? And by the way, even if it was woke, I review video games without my personal preference involved in it. People want to know what the game is like. And unfortunately, there's too much biased fucking reviewers out there that will bring up some level. Even the journalists do it. If you look at their reviews, they always bring up some level of fucking real world politics in it. When I write my reviews, I leave all politics out of it. I talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, right? I even reviewed Dragon Age: The Veilguard. So it is what it is. But yeah, you said you guys, so that's the reason I specifically looked at that comment. Otherwise, yeah, I played Dustborn, exactly. So, he says, "Look, I like you guys. I really didn't mean to be disingenuous. Maybe just worded it poorly." Yeah, no, I'm not. Again, I'm not offended. I might be annoyed, but I'm not offended. So don't worry about it. You're good. You can hang out. I'm just, again, it just happens. It happens. I can't even say it happens often anymore, but it happens often enough to be a little bit annoying. That's all. But it's all good. We love you, man. Dustborn made Hypno sick. It sure as fuck did, bro. I'm telling you right now, I have never been as sick as I was when I played Dustborn. I couldn't even get to the end of Dustborn before getting sick. I had to. I was playing the game. I think I got to chapter like 5 halfway through, and I got fucking sick. Where I had to take like 4 or 5 days away from Griffcast, and then I came back to finish the game, which I was tempted to almost not finish the game, but I came back and finished the game. I got so sick playing that game. Crazy. Scary shit, man. Let's continue. So yeah, that's the update. That's the update for Red Pine Lake. Hopefully things get fixed, you know? Hopefully things get fixed, but as of right now, there's still no word about whether or not it's going to show up on Steam. So that's what it is. All right, moving on. Shout out to Smash in the chat. I see you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Okay. I saw this article, and I gotta ask if anybody actually thought this, okay? Because I don't know if this is astroturfing from the journalists, right? To try to make it seem as if everybody is so interested in what Obsidian Entertainment is doing, right? Which it clearly doesn't seem to be the case considering the numbers, but you know, they don't want us to talk about the numbers, right? So there you go. This article says the following. Obsidian knows that everyone on the internet, right, in quotations, keeps asking for Fallout New Vegas 2. But its developers are currently happy working on their own IP, and Xbox has been pretty supportive too. Now, I don't know of anybody like I don't know if I don't know if you could say everyone on the internet unless they're being sarcastic or whatever the case may be. But Obsidian Entertainment has been overly relying on their success with New Vegas. They've been riding that coattail for a long, long time. And you can kind of see that because their new games are flopping left and right, unfortunately. And they could try to cope and tell you that they're doing amazing. But the simple truth is that they spent, about $100 million, right? About $100 million, give or take, with or without marketing. I'm not sure, but about $100 million on Outer Worlds 2. And they've sold about... What are they up to on Steam now? I don't even know. Let's check SteamDB really quick. Let's check SteamDB really quick. Let's go Outer Worlds 2. We scroll down. It's got a 76% review ratio. And they've sold about 140,000 copies, give or take, somewhere in the middle on Steam. So you could double that for maybe consoles, right? Double that. Even slightly double that for consoles. So most likely they're probably somewhere around the 300,000 copies sold mark, right? 300,000 copies sold when they need about a solid, 2 million, 3 million at average to break even. Now, keep in mind, Game Pass does pay its developers, especially its developers like Obsidian Entertainment, but it's not going to pay that much, okay? It's not going to pay that much money, and it's not going to be able to subsidize that much of a loss for Obsidian Entertainment, no matter how bad they want to try to gaslight you that they're doing perfectly fine. And I got to be honest with you guys, I've said this before, I'll say it again. The sentiment around this game right now, like the people actually playing the game, the sentiment that I get from it is that it's the same sentiment that I had from the first game, which is painfully mid, okay? Like painfully average. This game plays it very safe in the sense that it doesn't do anything exceptional. It doesn't do anything super bad. Painfully mid. That's exactly how I felt with the first game. And a lot of people seem to be feeling that way with the second game. Now, obviously, you have a lot of, super hyper shills out there that are saying Outer Worlds 2 is the best thing ever. Until the next game that they need to say is the best game ever, right? And they'll keep doing that all year long. But for the most part, the average gamer out there is saying that Outer Worlds 2 is just mid. That's it. It's just mid. Now, there are some people out there that are saying the game is fun as hell, and that's great. That is great. I hope the game is fun. I don't want bad games, right? But the truth is that I had that sentiment with the first game because I genuinely tried to give it a chance. And the entire time I'm playing it, I'm like, this is just blah, Just blah. It's like super safe RPG blah kind of thing. So, I mean, eventually I do plan on reviewing Outer Worlds 2. I have a lot of games that are kind of in the pipeline right now. I'm trying to finish up Tormented Souls 2. After that, we're going to do Dying Light the Beast. After that, we're going to do Ninja Gaiden 4. So it's going to be a while before I even get to Outer Worlds 2, but I will eventually. and you guys will know my thoughts when the time comes. But I just don't expect very much from it. I feel like Outer Worlds 2 will probably do the same thing the first one did, just with a longer campaign. You know, that's basically it, just a longer campaign. So, Pochu says, "What made Outer Worlds 1 special?" By the way, what is Outer Worlds 2 doesn't? I didn't say it was special. I'm saying like Outer Worlds 1, there was almost nothing special about it. I did like the environments in Outer Worlds 1. I thought it was pretty cool, but then again, I'm always into that kind of like sci-fi, kind of thing. But aside from that, man, Outer Worlds 1 was just very painfully average. So going into the second one, I'm not really going to have much of an expectation, which might work in the game's favor, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't really have much expectations. Let's continue though. Let's see what this has to say really quick. I want to see if they're being sarcastic or not. Speaking to the game business, Obsidian's VP of Operations, Marcus Morgan, and VP of Development, Justin Britch, were asked about Fallout, and the studio knows how much everyone wants to follow up to New Vegas. Everyone on the internet, on every game we announce, asked, when's the next Fallout New Vegas? Morgan notes. Even if Microsoft probably wants a new Fallout game out ASAP to capitalize on a TV series, Britch notes that Xbox has been pretty supportive of the stuff that we want to do. I don't know how I feel about this. You know why? Because here's what I'll say. Yes, Obsidian Entertainment is the one that made Outer Worlds. The one that made Fallout New Vegas. Okay, we know that, and they've been riding the coattails of New Vegas for God knows how long now. I can't imagine that the people that are there right now at Obsidian Entertainment are the people that you necessarily want making a New Vegas game. Right? The people who made New Vegas back in the day, some of them are probably gone. It's developers that make video games, not studios. So I don't know if I would want them to work on a New Vegas game. I just don't think they're going to be able to do anything proper with it, especially in the writing department. They might be able to get the graphics down. They're definitely going to get the jank down, I'm sure. But in terms of storyline and writing, I feel like that's where you're going to see the big difference. But yeah, I don't know if anybody who's really asking for, Fallout New Vegas 2 or whatever. I don't know if anybody asking for that. And to be honest with you, games like Fallout, they have so many players that play the games nonstop because of the capability of mods that it's like endless replayability, So Tanya says Grounded 1 was fun. I didn't bother with Grounded 2. It's crazy. Grounded 2, when it came out, there was a lot of people talking about Grounded 2. And then it just slowly died. Like, I haven't heard anything about Grounded 2. Like, how is it doing on Steam? Is it doing okay? Let me see. How's it doing? Let's see. Grounded 2. Dude, this game fucking got cooked. Oh my God. It is not doing anywhere near okay. Bro, talk about a fumbling of the bag. Look at this. Bro, Grounded 2, made by Obsidian Entertainment and Eidos Montreal, did way better than any of their other games. It did way better than Outer Worlds and Avowed combined. And they dropped down to 1,000 people playing the game right now from a 50,000 concurrent player number 4 months ago. That's fucking insane, bro. It seems like people came back around October of this year, and then it just died off again. Audio Producer says Grounded 2 is just taking too long to get shit out. Is that the case? What's the reviews like? Ironically, almost identical to Outer Worlds 2, 77%. Interesting. Yeah, this is a pretty massive drop off, man. I remember, like I said, when the game came out, everybody was talking about it. People were excited about it, and now it's just gone. How much is this game? $30? All right, that's not bad. $30 is not bad, but still, it's like, what the fuck, bro? I can't believe it's this little. That's shocking. Oh, there you go. Audio says they are still building the game, so when new content drops, uptick. Is this an early access game? Is this an early access game, or is this like a release game that just released with very little content? Release date, July 2025. Maybe it's an early access game. But even so, Everybody's saying, yeah, it's early access. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, even so, even as early access, you don't want to be losing these amount of players. You don't want to lose this many people. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. The majority of your players have completely checked out. They sold a lot of copies, though. They probably sold. I mean, if you take the middle number, 750,000, give or take, maybe 800,000 on Steam. That's a pretty good number. Pretty good number. Check Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. What the collection? This one.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this the newest one? No, this is not the newest one. No, this is not the newest one. Forgive me. This is not the newest one. Hold on. This is 12 years ago. Hold on. That's not the one. Hold on. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. There we go. There we go. October 30th. There we go. It's not much better.
Holy shit.
Oh, man. Damn, bro. Oof. I'm scared to look at the reviews. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. 46%. Oh god. I mean, listen. I'll say this. I think the crowd, the crowd that is looking for legacy Mortal Kombat, I feel like is not that high anyway, especially on Steam. So I don't think it's shocking to see these low numbers. But I do think they definitely could have been. I do think they definitely could have been a lot better. But the word of mouth has gotten around on this game to the point where people don't even want to bother, right? Because of all the input lag that the game has, the servers are shit, all of that. There's a lot of issues with this game. And like I told you guys in the last stream, if you have input lag in a fighting game, that is no different than hit detection problems in a shooting game, right? If you have any of that stuff, you might as well kiss the game goodbye. Nobody's going to want to fucking play a fighting game that has massive input lag. Nobody's going to want to do it. Nobody's going to want to do it at all. That's sad, though. Oh, shit. 46%. Yeah, not surprised. How much this costs? $50? Oh, my God. $50 for this. Oh, my God, bro. What are they doing? What are they doing? That's insane, bro. All right, let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some complaints, I'm sure. Battlefield 6 lead confirms aim assist is getting nerfed. I can hear the reeing in the background right now. I can hear the screaming from controller players that are like, what do you mean aim assist is getting nerfed? But they say, but the 25% recoil reduction is staying for now. The stickiness straight up kills you if there's multiple enemies. So according to the developers over at Battlefield 6, they made the aim assist too good, apparently, where people were, I mean, it damn near looked like they were, fucking hacking at this point in some scenarios. And they're nerfing it. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen aim assist get nerfed in a competitive shooter. So I'd be very curious to see how this will actually affect people. I don't play with aim assist, so, I don't know. But this is why I tell people, like, there is a false... so there's like a false perception around people that think that you can hang with a keyboard and mouse FPS player as a controller player. I understand people want to be more comfortable and they like the controller and the feel of the control. That's fine. But from a competitive standpoint, controllers stand literally zero chance unless there is aim assist, right? Almost no chance, because some of the worst PC players will be able to take on some of the better, more, above average console players. Torinol says, why would a competitive shooter have aim assist? It's because otherwise, without it, controllers are going to get felted, right? Especially since they want to do crossplay. So if they want to do crossplay and they want to maintain their audience, they don't want the controller players to be getting their fucking faces bashed in nonstop, right? They don't want that. That's going to make them quit the game. So giving them aim assist basically allows them to feel like they can compete against keyboard and mouse players. But it's really just to compensate for the fact that you have built-in lag in your joysticks. Like, there's no way that you can actually accurately target something in the speed and the precision that you can with a keyboard and mouse. It's impossible. It's impossible. You just literally can't do it. You know? Split Axe says Counter-Strike 2 has no aim assist. Try playing on controller. Exactly. You are going to get felted to the moon, most likely. Can you get a couple of kills? Of course you can. But it's not even going to be anywhere close, right? Kay says it's not the skill of the player per se, but the limitation of the controller. Yeah, exactly. No, you're 100% right. You are 100% right. Again, I'm not saying that the player is bad at the game. I'm sure they understand the game and they know what to do. But the truth is that you will always be limited by the controller. You always will. If you are going up against keyboard and mouse players, you have a 9 out of 10 chance to lose. That's just the truth of it. No matter how much people may not want to admit that, that's the truth of it. And if there's no aim assist, oh my God, kiss your ass goodbye. You know? So it is definitely interesting to see them nerfing aim assist. And I'll be curious to see what comes from this. I'll be curious to see what the overall backlash is for it. I wonder, actually, you know what? Hold on. Is anybody talking about this on the Steam forums? Let's see. Flatic says, that's where you're wrong. I never know what I'm doing in an FPS. That's funny. That's funny. That's how I feel when I play Tormented Souls. I never know where the fuck I'm going. Being said on the Steam forums, are people angry about this or are they not? Let's see what we got going on here. God damn, that is a lot of pinned posts, man. Let's see. One of the first comments, too many cheaters. Sadness. Let me bring it up right now. Let's see if we find anything, boys. Let's see. So, too many cheaters, timed out, Battlefield 6 error. Let's see. I don't know why I read this as banned for cussing a grifter. I legit, bro. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. I legit thought that's what that said. I was about to laugh my fucking ass off, bro. Banned for cussing a grifter would be hilarious. Cheating, game crashing. Let's see. Charms and a rock side weapon, game crashing. Secure your booty. Steam Santa's back. Is it worth playing? Hit detection issues. Yep, that's me. I was having hit detection issues. Closed weapons. Garbage. Crashing game. Please help EA fix the problem. Yeah, so I don't see anybody talking about this. I'll be very curious to see. Maybe the news hasn't gotten around yet. Once the news makes its controller versus keyboard and mouse. Keyboard and mouse has more recoil, doesn't lock on. It just doesn't feel fair whatsoever. I get tracked through walls, shrubbery, etc. First time ever, I cannot compete against it. I hate console crossplay so damn much. I don't hate console users. I just hate the unfair advantages they get. Let us turn crossplay off. What? All right. There's no way that there's PC players out there right now whining about console players, bro. You guys should be spanking these people, even with aim assist. What are we doing? First time ever, you didn't play COD since Modern Warfare 2. COD's aim assist is even stronger. That is true. Call of Duty's aim assist is fucking wild, bro. Wild. I would rather keyboard and mouse players played versus keyboard and mouse. That way console can still crossplay if they like that control. I know I would, but can still be crossplay. The issue isn't really the aim assist. It's not the strong compared to games such as COD. The main issue is the minus 25% recoil they get as a base. You start throwing it to... I didn't realize that. Wait. So controller players not only do they get an extremely powerful aim assist, but they get minus 25% recoil. Bro, how much hand holding do you need? What the fuck? What the fuck? What is that? That's okay. I could see why people are complaining. I could see why people are complaining. For sure. That's crazy, bro. That's literally having your fucking like your own aimbot attached to the game. You know? Playing against only mouse and keyboard is not going to save you. I agree with that. Not everyone is a sweaty tryhard, and some people are older generation. I hate this term, sweaty tryhard. I feel like that's an excuse from people that are worse at the game, but they want to make themselves feel better about people who are better at the game. So they say, you're a sweaty tryhard. Seriously? Maybe he's just been playing FPSs for a long time. You know? Okay, and my main point is that most people complaining about controllers all have really bad or average KDs, meaning it's far more likely they're just dying. And the moment they see someone with a controller, it's, oh my God, controller is so unfair. And not, damn, I got clapped. I need to play a bit smarter or aim better. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, that's not to say that, listen, that's not to say that the controllers don't have an advantage. I mean, it's very obvious that they do. Like, if you're a controller player out here and you're talking massive amount of shit about how you're so much better than someone with a keyboard and mouse, just realize that you're playing with aimbot on and he's not. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's pretty straightforward. Not that you guys can't have fun playing, you know, the same game. You obviously can, but still, you know, I don't know. There's definitely pros and cons to a controller for different franchises. You know, I know you guys are talking about Dark Souls and stuff like that. Obviously, like action RPG games like that are going to be played better with a controller. Almost none of those games are ever fine-tuned for a keyboard, especially the older Dark Souls. They are not going to be fine-tuned for a keyboard. Don't even bother. Don't even try. Like some of the I can't even believe, like, whoever fucking thought of the mapping for keyboards in the initial Dark Souls game, they need to get a new job, bro. Because I hope they're not working in any kind of key mapping in the future, because it's so bad. It's so bad. But in any case, let's continue. This is interesting information. Like I said, maybe they don't know, maybe they do. I have no idea. We'll see. All right, next topic. Let's get out of the forums really quick, and let's go to Warhammer. So if you guys are unaware, Warhammer puts 40K and Age of Sigmar into the Vampire Survivors mold in a partnership with the devs behind a 2022 indie roguelite hit, and it's launching next year. Ladies and gentlemen, I saw this trailer. I don't know if this article has this trailer, but I'll play it if it does, and if not, I'll go find it. But this shit's insane. This shit's insane. I'm so excited for this. Now, I don't know how I started. I'm trying to think of like when I first started playing Survivor games. I think technically, because I only just recently started, I think technically Achilles Survivors is probably one of my first ones. And then I know a lot of people talk about Vampire Survivors because it's a big hit and whatnot. But if you guys have been, you know, following my channel for any long amount of period of time, you'll know that for me, I absolutely fucking love Warhammer games. Like, I may not be big into the tabletop, but I am huge into the video games. I play it all the time. So I mean, I think I have like 170 hours in Inquisitor Martyr. So when I saw this trailer, I was like, yes, this is great. And the beautiful thing about this is that Warhammer, and I made a post today talking about this, and I'll reiterate what I said. Warhammer as a franchise, when it comes to video games, they are probably one of the most diverse lineup of video games that you'll ever find for a franchise. Literally ever. They are the most diverse lineup. They have a video game for everybody. Everybody. There is all kinds of video games from Warhammer. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy how many they have. Right? And now they're getting their feet wet with the Survivor style video game. So very interesting. Splitjack says still no racing game. Didn't they have a game like that? Are you sure? Let me see. Warhammer. I could have sworn they had something with cars, but I could be wrong. But that's still like still crazy. So let me see. Do they have the trailer? They do not have the trailer because these journalists suck at their fucking job. Okay. I'm going to find the trailer myself. I have it, I think, on my Twitter page. I want to showcase the trailer. It's fucking amazing. Hold on. Right here. I love the graphics too, by the way. The whole pixel art. Now, I know some people are unhappy with it, and I understand. Me personally, I would have loved if they did the graphics from like Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. That's a game that I'm currently super addicted to. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. I would have loved if they did graphics like that, not necessarily just like a reskin of Vampire Survivors or whatever. But I'm still interested regardless. Like, I like this pixel art. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. But it's obviously not like the most amazing thing in the world to look at, right? As long as the gameplay is fun. And the cool thing is that, yes, Jacob, Warhammer 40K Speed Freaks. Isn't that like not a racing game, but like kind of like a Mad Max game or something like that, if I'm not mistaken? T-Jab says we're 33 away from tier 1. Thank you, T-Jab. I appreciate that, bro. All right, let's take a look at this trailer and see what's going on here. Here we go. Exactly, it's car combat. So like it's something. Like it's something with cars, but it may not be a racing game. I hope this game has badass music, because if it does, that in and of itself is half the reason why it's so addicting for a lot of people. I don't know if you guys have seen the game Megabunk, but Megabunk has a soundtrack that should not be as good as it is, but for some reason it is. And bro, it's hype. It is hype when you're playing the game, you know? So these games need to have good soundtracks. There's one particular feature in this game that is massive to me, and you're about to see it. Watch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This has me the most excited, bro. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Let's fucking go, bro. So for some of you that don't realize what's happening, they're putting in Warhammer 40K and they're putting in Warhammer Fantasy into the game. So you're going to have both Warhammer universes in one singular survival game, which is fucking sick, bro. Like I'm all for that. I am all for that. I didn't even realize that they were gonna have that until I saw the trailer, and I'm like, oh shit, they got both universes. That is awesome, you know, because I like Warhammer Fantasy almost as much as I like 40K personally, but this is awesome. I'm excited. I got like how many hours did it take me to get a platinum in Chaos Bane? I think I played Chaos Bane for like almost 80 hours and got a platinum for that game. So again, guys, this may not be the kind of game for you, and that's perfectly fine. I wasn't playing these games either up until recently, but then when I played Achilles Survivor, and then especially when I played Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, I became so addicted to these kind of Survivor games that now anytime I see them, that's especially from one of my favorite franchises, I'm most definitely going to pick it up for sure. So pretty fucking cool to see. And the combination of 40K and fantasy is awesome. If it was just 40K, it would still be cool, right? Or if it was just fantasy, it would still be cool. But the fact that they're combining both universes, just no question, bro. No question. And hopefully that's their soundtrack. If the soundtrack sounds as good as the trailer music, I am down. I am down. All right, really quick. Let's go to... I forgot to share a funny video I wanted to share with you. Hold on. For the people who say I don't play games, definitely want to share this part because I play games almost every day. Well, not almost, actually. Yeah, every day. This happened in Arc Raiders. We're going to have some hypnoception really quick. This happened in Arc Raiders. So, like, if you guys don't know about Arc Raiders, you're literally never safe. Okay? You are never safe. I was playing solos because I was waiting for Kata and Atreus last night. And I had spawned into the map. And I was playing with my settings. And somebody tried to attack me in the spawn. And, well, watch what happens.
You can wander around until you stumble upon what you need, or you can learn how to recycle and take matters into your own hands.
Bro, they are going crazy with this audio, man. Holy shit. We got to drop it to 10%. Who the fuck shot me? He sniped me in the fucking menu. I was adjusting the audio for the stream. I just spawned, and he sniped me in the fucking menu, bro. But that's not the funny part. Watch this. Who the fuck shot me? I literally just spawned and you died? Bro, you that bad? Are you that bad at this game? Are you that bad? Let me just smack your ass, bro. Stupid. What's wrong with you? How you lose? How you lose? That's crazy, bro. Give me all your shit. Give me all your shit. How you lost that encounter? That's crazy, bro. I wasn't even ready. The funny thing is, the funny thing is, so I turned on proximity chat. Proximity chat makes this game hilarious, by the way. Like, you end up negotiating with people, trying not to kill each other and stuff like that. So he could hear me saying what I'm saying. He could literally hear me saying what I'm saying, and he had nothing to say. He didn't say a single word whatsoever. The dude sniped me. I had almost no HP left, and he still took the L, which is hilarious. 17 crashes. That's why I don't like the game. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is Arc Raiders. You know what's funny? So Arc Raiders is a game that will definitely have a lot of players check it out, but I think that over half of them are going to check out from this game. And that's not to say that it's not going to have a consistent good player base, but over half of them are going to check out the game because the kind of game that it is, a lot of people are just not going to connect with it once they realize it, right? All it takes is that one game where you spend so much time farming, right? You don't get killed. You spend so much time farming, gathering items, right? Doing all this stuff. And then you get fucking ganked by someone and they kill you and they take all your shit. That's going to lead to a rage quit like no other for a lot of people. So that's just how these kind of games are. So you need to know what you're getting into ahead of time, because if not, you're just going to end up rage quitting the game like a lot of people do. A lot of people have been rage quitting this game. I'll give you an example. I'll give you a perfect example. Kata posted something earlier today that I was like, I'm sorry, Kata. I would do that. Right? So Kata posted this video. Let me see where it's at. But he's like, I don't like this shit. And I'm like, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. What the fuck is this post, man? What is this post? Kata, did you delete it? Or did the person delete it? God, Kata got so much feet on his fucking Twitter profile. It's crazy, bro. Why do you have so much feet on your profile? Oh, shit. Did I get blocked by that page? Damn, it says the post is unavailable. Oh, the post is unavailable. Deadly Slob is the name of the account. Did I get blocked by them? Deadly Slob? There's no way, bro. They deleted the post? Really? I think they deleted the post. I didn't get blocked. I think they deleted the post. It was probably going viral, and he didn't want to get the shit that it was coming his way for being. Yo, people really don't like when people do shit like that. So I'll give you a breakdown of what happened really quick. So what happened was this guy. Let me bring it up on screen to make it easier to explain for the people who are thinking about playing Arc Raiders. I want you to realize just how frustrating it can be. I don't want to dissuade you from buying the game necessarily. You do what you want with your money. I just want you to be informed about what the game actually is, because a lot of people don't understand. So this particular player, what he did is in the game, you join a map and you have 30 minutes to explore the map. And there are extraction points within the map. You can extract at any time with the amount of items you have in your inventory. Okay. And if you extract successfully without getting killed, you'll get to keep the items. If you get killed by a player, somebody can take your items, and you go back with nothing. Okay, you go back with nothing. So it's a very stressful situation. Now, players can choose to kill you, or they could choose to work with you, depending on whether or not you negotiate with them over the microphone. You're like, hey, are you friendly? You know what I mean? So obviously you're going to have to deal with a lot of trolls. And so what this guy did was there was an extraction elevator that was getting ready to extract a group of people. And about like 2 or 3 guys jumped inside the elevator, and this guy was on a hill above the elevator. And once he saw the doors open and everybody run inside, he took his grenades and threw a whole bunch of grenades inside of the fucking the elevator, killing everyone, right? So, bro, people were losing their mind over that. Even Kata was like, I don't like this shit. And I told him, like, bro, you can not like it, but it's part of the game, bro. It's part of the game. You got to protect your booty hole. Like, you can't be out here feeling safe, because at any moment somebody could try to take you out, you know? I think he did the same thing here. Let me.
Oh, he just closed the door. He's healing up.
No, he's dead.
What the fuck? Did you get up there?
Yeah, you can climb into the window. It's pretty neat. I was actually surprised.
And he smacked him. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. You need to constantly protect your booty hole in extraction shooters. Always, bro. If you don't protect your booty hole, things are not going to end well for you. Okay? They're not going to end well for you, plain and simple. Don't let your guard down. Okay? So, yeah. So, it's obviously very stressful, those kind of games. And, it is not for everyone. So, if you're thinking about playing Arc Raiders, please understand that, just know what you're getting into is what I'm saying. That's it. But see, the thing is, that's why it's fun, in my opinion, because you never know what's going to happen. It's always different every single time, right? And it's a constant state of high alert, which is great. So, which is weird, because I'm like, why is Kata complaining about this? But people are going to hate it. They're going to hate it regardless. Even though they know what it is, they're going to hate it regardless. Etherix in the chat says, I really hate that, but it is what it is. Exactly. Like, you can hate it, but it is part of the game, and people are going to do it. Plain and simple. All right, let's talk about Nintendo. Let's talk about Nintendo really quick. Where are we at with Nintendo? We're going to speed this up a little bit, because ironically, we spent so much time going over brand new video games. Things that people say I don't talk about. It's amazing. We got Nintendo Switch. Okay. It's going to be a twofold story. Number one, Nintendo Switch 2 is selling gangbusters. Okay. Nintendo is monetizing their fan base exactly the way they said they would. Exactly the way they knew they would, because, well, we kind of already know that. Nintendo Switch has had a phenomenal launch. It continues as it clears 10 million units, more than the PS4 and the PS5. The company has raised its forecast for the business year. Switch 1 set to become Nintendo's best-selling console ever. Ever. That's more than the original Switch, 4.7 million, PlayStation 4, 7.5 billion, or PlayStation 5 at 7.8 million, managed during the first 2 quarters on sale, though the latter was stock constrained by COVID, making Switch 2 comfortably the biggest console launch ever. Nintendo shared the sales figures as part of its latest financial results on Tuesday. In response to the numbers, the company raised its hardware forecast for the business year up to 19 million units from 15 million units. And its operating profit, they boosted up 15% to around 2.4 billion. Damn. That's insane. So they basically are estimating that they're going to sell another 5 or 4 million units by the end of the year. Up from the 15% projection. Now we're at almost, not 50%, I'm sorry, 15 million projection. Now it's up to 19 million. Damn. But what I will say, though, is let's switch over to this. While that is great news for Nintendo, Nintendo is not without getting bad news. And Nintendo is now having to deal with patent problems. And we all know Nintendo sure loves their patents. And the reason why Nintendo loves their patents is because, well, it allows them to stifle competition, right? That's basically what it is. It allows them to stifle competition. It allows them to say, oh, you're throwing a ball? Well, we invented throwing a ball, right? Oh, you're throwing a ball at a creature? Well, we invented the art of throwing a ball at a creature. We invented balls, you know? So Nintendo's patent fight against Palworld over Pokemon mechanics has been further undermined, with IP experts saying, as U.S. Patent and Trademark lead calls controversial summoning patent into question. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware, but in the U.S., there was a patent that was successfully passed by Nintendo for Nintendo against Palworld, right? Essentially, really, it's against Palworld. But in Japan, that same patent or something similar to it got denied for being too vague. And they cited works of art that were previously around, right? That essentially denied that. I think they mentioned Ark Survival as one of the reasons why, or something like that. So it's a completely bullshit patent that they're utilizing to try to, enact lawfare against their competition, whoever that may be. And Nintendo got felted in Japan, and the patent got denied. Okay, now because the patent got denied, and we covered this, I think, yesterday, because the patent got denied, now the U.S. Patent Office is now reinvestigating the patent that was passed on Nintendo's behalf. It says Nintendo and the Pokemon Company's controversial summoning patent is now under scrutiny by the United States Patent and Trademark Office, as its director has ordered a rare re-examination of its validity in a move one IP expert believes to be further undermining the credibility of the company's legal battle against Palworld. The patent in question, which is patent number 12 billion blah, 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 came into the spotlight back in September as it appeared to describe the idea of summoning a character to fight in battle. Again, super vague stuff. And the reason why they wanted vague is so that they could literally use anything to try to sue someone. More specifically, it refers to sub-characters, and in basic terms, describes a system that allows you to allow said sub-characters to fight either manually or automatically, a bit like in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which lets you send your Pokemon out into the field to attack wild foes independently, and in a different way to you initiating a turn-based fight. This raised concerns about how many games can be affected, depending on how the patent is enforced, like how Nintendo is currently alleging that Palworld developer Pocket Pair infringed on a number of its other patents, not this summoning one, mind you. Now, keep in mind, Nintendo has been trying to add patents to their arsenal while this lawsuit is going on, which is unheard of, by the way. Fucking insane. It's insane. Like, what makes you think you could even get away with that? What makes you think you could sue someone for infringing on your copyright, infringing on your trademark, your patent, whatever, and then you add more patents to your arsenal that weren't even involved in the initial lawsuit just to further strengthen your actual lawsuit against Palworld and whatever patents you're trying to claim that they infringed upon. It's like, dude, what the fuck, man? Now, as spotted and reported by IP expert and former Blizzard consultant Florian Mueller, the USPTO's director, John A. Squires, has apparently issued a new order for an ex parte re-examination of this summoning patent. In the order, Squires pointed to 2 other patents as an example of prior art, which in the world of patents is used to determine the validity of a patent by showing evidence that an invention or an idea was already public knowledge before a new filing. In this case, Squires points to a Konami patent published in 2002 and Nintendo patent published in 2020, both of which mention the idea of sub-characters attacking manually or automatically. Neither of these were previously made a record in the file of Nintendo's summoning patent 12 million, blah, 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 whatever. Squire continues the examiner's reasons for allowance. Mailed July 8, 2025, cites the failure of the prior art of record to teach that a player can be allowed to perform types of battles. That is a battle by the first mode in which the player performs an operation input and a battle by the simpler second mode in support of the issuance of the 397 patent. As explained above, each of Yabe and Tara, that is the Konami and older Nintendo patent, teaches a player about being allowed to perform a battle in a manual mode and in a simpler automatic mode. Thus, a reasonable examiner would consider each of the Yabe and Tora to be important in deciding whether the claims are patentable or not, and considering that each raises a substantial new question of patentability. Damn, man. You love to see it. You love to see it. So, again, all of this is just one gigantic way to say that Nintendo's lawfare strategy of trying to make everything patented so that nobody could be able to compete with them in any scenario when it comes to Pokemon ever again, because Palworld stole their breakfast, their lunch, and their dinner, and their girlfriend at this point. Like, Palworld stole everything from them because they let them get stolen. Palworld literally saw a gap in the market, and Nintendo let that gap be wide open, and Palworld was like, you know what? We're just going to walk right through that. That's an easy lunch. Thank you for the easy money. You know? But these vague patents are never going to hold up ever. Ever going to hold up. So we'll see what ends up happening after the re-examination. Maybe nothing happens. Maybe they end up saying, you know what? It's fine. It's okay. We're going to keep the patent anyway. Maybe they don't. Maybe they end up, completely dismissing it. Who really knows? But we're going to find out as time goes on, and I'll be sure to let you guys know. But I find it to be hilarious. I really do. Smash says I dated a girl like that once.
Mamma mia.
You don't say. You don't say. Let's see. Where are we at now? Let's X this out. We could skip Game Pass, whatever. If you guys are unaware, Xbox has announced that there are 7 Game Pass titles, and one of them is Black Ops 7. I know, shocker. Shocker, ladies and gentlemen. Black Ops 7 is going to be Game Pass. I know. Wow. You didn't know that. I didn't know that. None of us knew that. I know. This is interesting. Talk about this really fast. So there is a debate going on right now in the UK Parliament. All right. And this is about Stop Killing Games. So Stop Killing Games has officially gone to the point where they're having a discussion and debate on it. Now, that doesn't mean that much progress is being made, but it says digital ownership must be respected. UK Parliament debates Stop Killing Games campaign, but the government is not budging. Politicians debate recent examples of games being, quote unquote, destroyed. Now, obviously, Stop Killing Games was a massive movement. I think it had, almost 1.6 million signatures, 1.5, something like that. It was pretty up there. And once it gets that high up there, the UK Parliament has to have a conversation around it. And it looks like the conversation is finally happening. But as expected, it's not really seemingly going anywhere. These developers want to be able to destroy these games. They don't want to be able to have to continue to support them or allow people to have a way to support it themselves. Not all of them do. Some of them do, but not all. They want to be able to just kill it off and keep the files. That way, if they want to resell it to you down the line, they can as a remaster or a remake or whatever. Ryan says if you pay for something, you should own it. I agree. And this is why I was having the conversation yesterday. I said that, it's so funny how these companies are threatening lawsuits over AI because AI is growing exponentially faster than the law can keep up. And the truth is that completely ignoring AI, digital rights haven't even caught up to where they need to be. right? The law hasn't even caught up to where digital rights need to be. So if our digital rights are not even there, what makes you think that that this is going to be there? It's just we are so far behind from a legality standpoint with a lot of digital age stuff. We are so far behind, and corporations they take advantage of that. So Starman is a tyrant. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. All right, let's exit this out. Let's go to, let's see. It looks like we're ready for the main topic, so we'll do that. We'll do that, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, let's catch up on Super Chats and see where we're at. We got Audio Pollution with a $4.99. Says $4.99, not touching the turkey at least. Lies, absolute lies. Waifu Nautica with a 2 says Waifu Battle ? No. Not with that creature. Shadow Walker with a 2, just cuz. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Marius with a 5. How is Arc Raiders, Hypno? I was thinking of trying it, but I'm unsure about extraction campers. Again, I don't know if you saw my segment just now talking about Arc Raiders, but if anything I said about extraction, PvP players ganking each other and like taking advantage of them being like not able to defend themselves, all kinds of shit. If you're not wanting to deal with that, then Arc Raiders is probably not for you, even though the game is really good. Like I had a great time playing the game. I really did. We had so much fun last night. You just got to think about it, man. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Didn't Dustboard make Savvy and Vara ill too? Yep. It made all of us sick. Isura with a 2. Dispatch is surprisingly good. Also, Fearin? Maybe. We'll see. Panthro with a 2 says another game to play with Smash. Maybe. You never know. Sound the Leash with 100 says Nintendo joins the ranks of Felted alongside Disney, trying to patent Norse gods, and James Wolkshop trying to patent pauldrons. Suffer Nintendo's. Very nice, Solon. Very nice. Smash JT gifting 1 membership. 1. Thank you, Smash JT. Appreciate that. Toxin with a 2. Turkey waiting for me to bring the towel. Hey, yo, bro. Come on. Hey, yo, man. What the fuck? Toxin needs to be stopped. He needs to be stopped. And then we got Peaches and Cream with a 149 super sticker. Peaches, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Peaches and Cream. Legendary. We got over on Rumble. We got Adam Jubin with $1. Warhammer 40K Speed Freaks is aiming to fill the twisted metal shaped hole in the hearts of fans with a new car combat racing sim. Okay, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. I could see that being something that Warhammer could definitely pull off if it hasn't already. So shout out to you, man. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate that. All right, I don't know what that means in terms of tier 1. I feel like we got to be very close by now. But let's get into the main topic that we're going to talk about today. And that has to do with Steam as a monopoly. This conversation comes up quite often, especially when it comes from developers, right? And this is where this is coming from. So developers are trying to claim that Steam is a monopoly. And I don't think they know what that means. I don't think they know what the word monopoly means. So, and I think that a lot of this comes from not only envy, but a lot of this also comes from basically them thinking that they have to deal with Steam, even though they don't want to secretly, for whatever reason that may be. They rather deal with Epic Games or something like that. But this is where they're at. So we're going to talk about this, and we're going to see what's going on with this supposed monopoly of Steam. T-Jap says we're $22.20 away from tier 1. Thank you, T-Jap, you legend. Appreciate that. Also, unironically, I just realized something. Unironically, by them saying that 72% say Steam is a monopoly, they're basically saying that the other 28% think that every other option is complete trash. They're trashing on GOG. They're trashing on itch.io. They're trashing on Epic Games. They're trashing on Origin. They're trashing on fucking Ubisoft Plus Play, whatever the fuck it's called. They're trashing all of it, and I don't even think they mean to, but they're doing it. Our cuz with a 5 membership bet.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to our cuz. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that, man. 5 memberships. I think that gets us Finally passed tier 1. Thank you guys so much. Legendary support. On our way to tier 2 right now. All right, here we go, boys. Let's talk about it. All right, guys. So today's video, we're going to be talking about Steam. We're going to be talking about whether or not Steam is a monopoly. Now, the reason why we're saying this is because, well, PC Gamer put out an article talking about a recent research that was done with game developers where 72% of them think that Steam has a monopoly on PC games. And even with some big caveats, it makes me wonder what the other 28% are thinking. Now, just from the definition of the word, Steam is not a monopoly, okay? I want to make that as clear as possible. Steam is not a monopoly by the definition of the word, because to be a monopoly, there can't be anyone else, right? There literally can't be anyone else. And there is competition out there that is trying to, compete against Steam. But unfortunately, some of them are just so damn lazy about it that they can't compete that much. Epic Games is probably the prime example of that. Epic Games literally is doing everything possible not to give you the features that Steam has and doing everything possible to not properly compete with Steam. So they get felted, right? Then you have GOG. Then you have itch.io. You have a lot of options out there. You have Origin. You have Ubisoft Play. All these launchers that you could buy video games from. Battle.net, right? You have a lot of different launchers to buy video games from, but not many come with the social features that Steam has, which is why Steam continues to be so far ahead. So let's read what's going on here and see what people have to say about this. Most of the developers surveyed were C-suite level developers. For well over a decade, Steam has been on the first port of call for anyone who wants to buy or sell a video game on PC. While there are alternatives like GOG, the Epic Store, and hey, what kind of word is that? That's crazy. The Xbox PC Game Store, Steam's enormous user base and frankly superior user experience makes it the de facto marketplace where PC gamers make their purchases and developers jostle for their attention. But does Steam dominance of the PC gaming market constitute a monopoly? Well, according to a new white paper, most game developers think so. Well, unfortunately, it seems like most game developers are wrong. Even though they may not want to admit that, we all know they don't like to do that. I think it's safe to say that they're all wrong. Titled The State of PC Game Distribution via Games Industry, the paper concludes that 72% of the games developers believe the platform has a monopoly on the PC games market. The white paper was published by the digital distribution platform Rocky. If you're wondering who the heck is Rocky, then it's a new distribution platform that aims to connect publishers with various digital storefronts around the globe. The white paper was based on an independent study conducted by Atomic Research, which surveyed 306 executives in the UK and the US between May 18th and May 22nd of this year. Now, again, the funny thing is that they can say all they want that Steam has a monopoly, but the truth is that a lot of these developers need Steam. Nobody's stopping you from releasing your game exclusively on Epic Games. Nobody's stopping you from releasing your game on GOG exclusively. The reason why you are choosing to release your game on Steam is because you know that's the place where the majority of the people are going to buy the game who are PC players. You know that. As much as you may want to, deny it and fight it or whatever, you know for a fact that Steam is the place to be, right? So of those surveyed, 77% were from companies with more than 50 employees, while 3/4 were C-suite level senior managers. This does seem a bit like asking a group of foxes, do you think hen houses should be easier to get into? If anything, the fact that less than 3/4 of respondents agreed that Steam has a monopoly is surprising and I'd expect it to be much higher. Then he says that one of those companies surveyed, the majority said that Steam accounted for more than 75% of their revenue, which is not surprising. Whatever happened to Steam numbers don't matter, by the way. Whatever happened to Steam numbers don't matter, right? Like the cope that these people have when certain games fail on Steam, the number one thing they say all the time is that Steam numbers don't matter. But now we're finding out that some of these developers are getting 75% plus of their revenue from Steam. Come on, man. It's very clear that the numbers do matter. Steam accounted for 75% of their revenue, which is not surprising, but does provide a clearer idea of just how reliant many studios are on Valve's platform. More intriguing, however, are the figures regarding Steam's competition. It says 48% of respondents said they had distributed at least one game to either Epic Store or Xbox PC Game Store, while only 10% have used GOG and less than 8% have used itch.io. Given the type of studios that contributed to the survey, that latter figure is not enormously surprising. Rocky acknowledges this caveat, stating that its survey is dominated by larger companies with diverse portfolios. The greatest consensus the studio found regarded the future shape of gaming distribution with 80% of respondents saying they expect to use alternative distribution channels alongside Steam in the next 5 years. This includes the aforementioned storefronts as well as marketplaces like GTA and Kingwin, and bundle specialists like Fanatico and Humble Bundle. So again, guys, this is one of those situations that Steam remains on top by doing absolutely nothing. Okay. It's so funny because they literally are not trying to compete with anybody. Steam is not trying to compete with anybody. Everybody's trying to compete with Steam. Even Amazon tried to compete with Steam. The recent layoffs that they experienced was due to the fact that they thought that by buying Twitch and doing certain content, that would allow them to compete with Steam while adding zero of the social features that Steam has and incentivizing people to utilize their platform for any kind of video game related stuff. It's crazy to me that they even thought that would even happen. But again, we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar corporation, so they're not exactly, short for change. They have all the money in the world to pull from and try to challenge another bigger platform that happens to be private. It says the greatest, Rocky CEO and co-founder Vadim Adrev said the company created this report to highlight the trends that matter, though I rather think attention might have something to do with it. In which case, well played. If Steam does have a monopoly, and let's face it, it probably does, it's largely because nobody has come up with a rival that does what it does anywhere near as well, as explained by Robin Valentine when he reviewed PC Gaming's variants launches last year. And that's really what it is. That's really what it is, man. Nobody could do what Steam does better. At least not now, anyway. Maybe in the future. You never know. But as of right now, nobody comes even close, unfortunately. And that's what they need. They don't need close. They need to blow Steam out of the park. That's really what it is. So you guys let me know in the comments down below of this video. What do you think about this entire situation? Do you believe that Steam is a, I don't know, like monopoly somehow, some way? And keep in mind, guys, the definition of monopoly when leaving your answers. But again, me personally, I don't believe they're a monopoly. I think, quite frankly, that Steam has a long legacy behind it that has rewarded them the ability to be the go-to platform for PC gaming. And all these other companies and studios are trying to guilt trip you into utilizing their platform over Steam. But the truth is that people are going to use the platform they want. And the funny thing is, a lot of the haters that are against Steam are still utilizing Steam and getting the, getting everything they want from it anyway, instead of using another platform. So you guys let me know again in the comments down below. What do you think about all this? Do you think Steam is a monopoly after all? Or do you disagree with the entire sentiment? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Don't you love how they showed Borderlands 4? Don't you love that? Borderlands 4, a franchise that sold half of the third one. You gotta love it. All right, boys. We are fully caught up everywhere. Thank you guys so much for the insane support today. Year one, we're going to get right into the waifu battle because I have a lot of editing I have to do, and I would like to play some games tonight if I'm able to. So let's get right into the waifu battle. And for those of you that are not staying for the waifu battle, I thank you. I appreciate you. Like the stream on your way out. And I will see you guys on the next stream, 9 p.m. Eastern for Hypnocast, or 5 p.m. for Griffcast, or late as fuck at night for random Griffcast after dark, where you might see all kinds of nonsense. So you guys let me know. Until then, let's get into the waifu battle. We still got to try to hit tier 2. Here we go. All right, boys. Waifu battle is here. If you guys missed the last waifu battle, we had an interesting battle go down. But we have a brand new waifu battle champion to speak of. And that's none other than the one and the only Chitose. And yes, I don't care if I'm saying it wrong, ladies and gentlemen. T-Jab says tier 1 has been hit. We are 197 away from tier 2. God damn. Can we do it? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. With all that being said, boys, let's go over the rules of engagement before we bring out the waifu that is going to be challenging Chitose. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way that it is going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You gotta put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, it will not count. It does not matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact that you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion who is Chidose, or you can vote for the challenger who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. But last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? Come on, boys. We know you don't understand the rules. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to me. All right, man. Listen, we got an interesting challenge today. All right, interesting challenge today. I told you guys no more new waifus. Nobody's voting for new waifus. It's time to bring back the the popular waifus, and we'll see how it goes from there. But this particular waifu, everybody loves her. Everybody knows her. This should be an easy win. All right, boys. The challenger that's going to go up against the one and only Chidose is going to be none other than the one and the only Morgan from Darkstalkers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. The names are on the bottom. The names are on the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. She's back in the waifu battle. Jeremiah says, I don't understand what the rules are again. Watch the stream and play it back. Let's see. Morgan versus Chidose. Is she going to be a one-hit wonder? Probably. Probably. Oliver says, Mamma Mia. I agree. Peaches and Cream says, All Stars. She got some nice wings, says Kevy Osiris. Yeah, you sure about that? You sure about that? Glow My Prince says, more again. I see what you did there. John says, Morgan, hands down. All right, well, let's see. Let's see if anybody votes. Hold on. We got Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Chidose, there's rules? Oh, shit. The first super chat is not for the more popular waifu. Oh, that's pretty ironic. That's pretty ironic. Doesn't usually happen that way. Shout out to Mr. Melancholy. Thank you for the 2, bro. I appreciate that. Jeremiah says, I have comprehension problems. It is A-okay, bro. A-okay. Can't be as bad as having almost tier 2 problems. Toxin with a 666 says, Morgan. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Shout out to Toxin. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Oh my, was this planned? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Oh. There's so much happening. What the fuck? Whoa. Dude. BioT Wolf 19 with a $50 mega banger. Says Morgan, a little late, but I will take it. Dude. Followed up by Old Man Cad with a $50 mega banger. Says Morgan, mommy. Oh my. Xavier with a $20 banger saying Morgan. Guys, you realize you realize like she's only got like a $2 super chat, right? Like she has a screwdriver and you guys have sledgehammers. Like what the fuck? Ali Kusanagi with a 10 says Morgan bricked. Shout out. Appreciate that. Damn, man. Peaches and Cream says closing in on tier 2. Let's go. You know what's crazy? I don't know if there's anybody that likes Chidose enough to troll with her. but she would be the perfect troll because everybody would think easy win. Just like me right now, I'm thinking this is going to be an easy win. Like I thought before the stream even started. But I didn't realize it was going to be a double banger from Bio2Wolf and Old Man Cad. That's insane, bro. And Xavier got in on that too, and Ali Kusanagi got in on that. So many colors, so little time. It's crazy. All right, Morrigan's about to come off the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Pause. And now it is time to bring out the current champion, who is none other than the one and only Chidose. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Morrigan or is it going to be Chidose? Make your voice heard. Make your voice heard. Old Man Cad, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Old Man Cad with a 10. Morrigan, I hate odd numbers. Fair enough. Thank you, Old Man Cad. Legendary, bro. Absolutely insane. It looks like Chidose might get banned tonight. We have Gray the Merchant with a 2. Morrigan, love all, duck off soon. Quack, quack, mofo. Yeah, I got to get back to duck off, man. I was having a lot of fun with that. Too much fun. There's too many games to play right now. Too much fun. We got Toradol with $1 and Rubble. Steam is part of an Oglopoly. They do sell Monopoly. Crash Collins with a 5 says Chidose again because damn those guns. I'm sure you're talking about the guns. Yeah, I'm sure. We got Mr. Melancholy with $8 says Chidose and her tomboy cannons. I like variety in waifus. Very nice. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. See how far it goes. We are nearly, what are we? Not one, I'm sorry. We're like $60 away from tier 2, I think. Chidose got no chance because Morrigan is the champion. Turkey's going to make out. Oh, that's nasty. Old Man Cad with a 10. Chidose, because I like the boobs. Don't want her banned. Oh, you saving a waifu from the ban. That's respectable. Peace and Creed with a 5. Morrigan, because I don't know who the other chick is. Told you. It's all a popularity contest. Although, to be honest, if you don't know, you should probably go check it out. We got UFO Mega with a 2 says hashtag Morrigan. Old Man Cad is now known as Odd Man Cad. Is that true? Are you Odd Man Cad now? Are you not Old Man Cad anymore? T-Jab says we're $17.10 away from tier 2. Let's fucking go, T-Jab. Thank you. We're right there. Hopefully we hit it. That'd be great. And maybe we're going to crown a new wife in the process. I guess we're going to find out. Violent City says, I would vote, but it would show my actual name and shit. Why would that happen? Why would it show your name? Yo! Oh, no! Oh, no! Bro. Oh, my God. Adam Reveal with a $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger says Chidose because feels bad. Oh, man. That bridged the gap so fast. Morrigan still has a few votes in front of her. Deadeye's locked his Hypno C the 2 for Morrigan. I did say the 2 that you posted. Old Man Cad with a $50 mega banger says Morrigan. Come on, BioT Wolf. Are we co-conspiring? What's going on here? All right, boys. It's time to do the final countdown. Who's going to win this insane waifu battle? I can only imagine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And that's going to be it for the wife. Oh my God, bro. That's going to be it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. The last super chat that is going to count is BioTWolf19 with a $150 Red Boy Ultra Hyper Banger. And he says, Morgan, in the spirit, give me elves. Stunner, why did the mashed potatoes go to therapy? Too many mixed feelings. This fucking guy. Thank you so much, BioTWolf. I'll be right back to that. Speedy Cake for 1 month. Enjoy the content. Hypno also, I might be a little tight-fisted this week as I spent $350 on Saturday for a new monitor for my PC so I can switch to display ports over HDMI. Bro, don't even worry about it. You don't ever have to apologize, like literally ever, bro. Don't worry about it. Much love to you. And hopefully the monitor upgrade's good, man. Hopefully it's good. Nico with a CLP 10,000 from Morrigan. Thank you so much. And then on Rumble, we got Torinol saying, Cheeto say, it's Oligopoli. Your pronunciation sucks. Also, it was a computer game once. I never take pronunciation seriously from a lot of people because they'll yell at me for mispronouncing things, but then when I ask them, do they know how to pronounce everything in the world? Obviously they don't. So I love you, Torinol. I love you, man. All right, boys. It is time for both Adam Reveal and BioTWolf to get their clips while the mods count it up. Adam Reveal, I need you to tell me what is it you want in terms of clips. But in the meantime, BioTWolf wants some elves, and god damn it, I'm gonna give it to him.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Maximum Stunner. Shout out to BioTWolf with that insane chair shot. I appreciate that, brother. Fucking crazy, man. $150 Red Boy Ultra Hyper Banger is crazy. Adam Reveal. Adam Reveal, did you say what you wanted? Let me see. Japanese Goth, you got it. This is another chair shot from Adam Reveal, but unfortunately it wasn't enough.
Waifu Battle belt is mine!
Oh my god, it's a Red Boy Hyper Banger.
Shout out to Adam Reveal with the $100 Red Boy Ultra Hyper Banger. That's fucking crazy, man. Thank you, man. Insane. Thank you, everybody, participating in the Waifu Battle. You guys are legendary. Appreciate you. We got T-Jab with the numbers. Oof. God damn. You know what, though? 130 is not bad. 130 is not bad when going against Morrigan. Let's be real. 130 is not terrible. You know? In the waifu battle, we got Chirose at $130 flat. And then we got Morrigan at $364.71, which means the winner and the new waifu battle champion is none other than the one and the only Morrigan, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. I highly doubt anybody's coping and seething. Not too many people, but enough.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen. Morrigan's going to go backstage, but she will face off against another waifu tomorrow. Hypnocast 9 p.m. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. And of course, Griffcast 5 p.m. Do not miss that either. Don't do it. We got BioTwo for 19 months. That's crazy, bro. It is cool you did Morrigan because Common America is doing a crossover cover with her. Nice. What do you call a turkey on the day after Thanksgiving? Lucky. Damn, bro, really? Is that what you have to do right now? Come on, man. Shout out to BioTwo. Thank you, bro. What game are you playing tonight? I'm not sure. It depends. I have a lot of editing I have to do. So, I would love to definitely play a game, but we'll see if I'm able to get it done. Last night I played Arc Raiders. Maybe I'll play again tonight. Who knows? Thank you guys so much for all the insane support. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who likes to stream, commented, spammed chat, super chatted, gifted memberships, everything. I appreciate you. And of course, shout out to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. Appreciate you guys as well. Hope you enjoyed your time here. And I will see you guys on the next one. If so, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you can't.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, we eat, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns!
black man. I bring light. I bring light. I bring light. I bring light. I bring light.